Hey guys, thanks for watching Dee Croy with My Favorite Groomer on YouTube. So this is a realtor friend of mine. We started real estate together several years ago, and he booked an appointment. He actually emailed me this is Tango. He emailed me the entire Tango's medical records to verify vaccination. It was kind of hilarious. So I was like, hey, thanks for the 300 pages you gave me for vaccinations. Haha. So anyways, he was a realtor, and he actually is not a realtor anymore, but he knew of me from real estate, and he said, Dee Dee, I'm really sorry it took me a while to get here. So I said, no problem, right? A few years, at least 4 years ago, was when we started together. So Tango today is like March 22nd or 23rd. It is a Thursday, I think. And we are going to do a very short summer cut. He likes that. He specifically said, we used to go to PetSmart. Unfortunately, I have to say the truth, which is what he told me. So he said, we used to go to PetSmart, and they would burn him. And so a lot of folks that watch my channel, one video, and don't watch all the videos, you know, you guys are just judgers to me. People that judge and have their input and have negative comments. I don't have time for you. But those of you who watch my channel and have watched all 600 videos, I applaud you, and you pay attention, you learn stuff. But in all those videos that I have put public, I have never burned a dog. And I remember when I first started, and you know, there was a comment that I'm bashing PetSmart. No one's bashing PetSmart. PetSmart has multitudes of groomers, and at stages of all grooming years or minutes. You might have just started as a bather, you might have just started as a groomer. No one's bashing PetSmart. Matter of fact, I adore PetSmart's philosophy. It's where I learned how to groom, so the last person to bash PetSmart would be me. However, I will probably call out a few people that really did me wrong at PetSmart, and they may or may not still be in that corporation. But the truth is that there's so many groomers, so if you're taking this offensive, you need to step back and analyze the way you think, because you are not the person who groomed that dog, right? And you did not burn that dog, but somebody at PetSmart did, and I'm getting that information from the client. So I'm not here to bash anybody. I'm here to lay down the truth, and I'm very honest with my clients, and I'm very honest about what they say to me. And if they say this is a chow chow, I'm going to write chow chow. You know what I mean? Okay, so Tango was burned, and he specifically said they would always burn his neck. And he doesn't know why. You know, pet parents usually don't get it. He said maybe she used the same clippers all day long. Yes, you're going to use the same clippers all day long. But for me, I saw that happening when I began at PetSmart, and I chose to invest my money into multitudes of 10 blades. If you're going to use a lot of certain blade, you're going to use whatever blade you're going to use a lot of. Get a lot of those, so that if it gets warm, if it gets hot, you change that blade. You see me, if you don't pay attention, if you're watching one video and you don't watch closely, I change my blade very often. Over here right now, I'm going to start off with 6-10 blades. And you may or may not understand every time I turn around and change my blade what I'm doing, and I try to tell you everything, but it's really hard to limit what I'm saying because I'm trying to also work, okay? So, PetSmart, keep doing what you're doing. There was some really bad situations with me in PetSmart that not specifically to the entire company, specifically to individuals and the way business was handled. So there's no bashing of PetSmart. I just want to be very clear. And if you watch one video and you have a problem with that, fine. But if you've watched hundreds of videos, you know that my life is not, I'm not going around trying to down talk anybody. I don't like to down talk anybody. I just like to share the story given to me by the pet client. So let's go back. This guy has always gotten a short haircut. The owner specifically said, I really want it as short as you can get it. And he said, but we always do what is a number 5. And I told him, well, we can actually go shorter than that. So I'm going to go shorter than that for him. And I said, I may do a 7 down, a 7 reverse, or a 10 down. And I told him, we may or may not be able to go even shorter. I just want to, you know, keep it short for you and then see what you think about it, right? Because he's going to come back. So there's a couple things we're going to try. He is a white dog, and maybe that's why. We've used the wrong blades in the wrong areas, or they're too heavy-handed, and you're going to have a lot of heat or whatnot, or whatever. I don't even know what happened, but I can't even say that I know why the dog was burned. But the owner knows best. The dog was burned around the neck. Okay, so we're not going to burn the dog, right? Be careful with your blades. Personally, I have blade cooler, You see me, I rarely use it because I change my blades. I use the same blade and change it. When I use blade cleaner in the middle of grooming, it clogs up my blade real bad. So I hate it. It slows me down because then I've got to keep brushing out my blade over and over. So I don't like to use, I chose, what do I want to do? Spray my blade all day long or get extra blades? And I chose to invest my money. I would work, buy more, work, buy more, work, buy more. And I would end up with, 15, 20, 10 blades because that was my most common blade. It gets hot, change it out. Then I had done some studies too, and this guy's really bearing with me. The study of what can help cool my blade down without spraying the lubricant on there, or the coolant on there, because the coolant, I'm telling you, it clogs up my blade. It's like, and then all you got fluid is in there, it's holding onto the hair, you got to brush it out. Pain in the butt. Have multitude of blades and you will be good to go. But another way to do it is to get yourself a piece of, I believe it's either granite or marble. It's been so many years since I looked this up. Granite or marble pulls heat away from an item. So if I had a, which is not really, it's really, you got to be really careful. If I had a plate of marble over here and I put a hot blade on there, it's pulling that heat away from the blade. But if I bump it, the surface is so flat, the blade will go flying, right? So that's why I never really did go get that go get a tile, go get a granite tile or a marble. You have to look it up. I forgot. Go get that tile and have it here near your workstation, but have it maybe in a drawer so when you put your blade on there, it's pulling the heat out of it and cooling it faster so that you can now have 2 10 blades and rotate it, right? It's not going to pull it as fast as like a coolant gets it cold. So I have a lot of blades. Enough talking about all that. I just want to be really clear about a few things, okay? And I'm talking about it because he was burned, okay? And a lot of dogs are burned, and we all know they are. And some people always say, Dee Dee, you're burning that dog. And I sometimes have to hide their comments because it's just rude. Or if you don't have the facts, don't say anything. And if you can't not cuss about something or cuss someone out or judge them and call them names, just don't comment. Keep those to yourself because I think that that's bullying. If you're a bully, I don't need you on my channel because there's enough bullying going on out there. If kids can't bully each other in school, which I don't believe in, then human adults should not bully each other. You either support them or don't. If you don't support them, move on. All right, because I'm not in your life, you're in mine, right? I'm allowing you to come into my life. No one's forcing you to watch my videos, those people that are just watching one video. Okay, glad we got all that out. So we're going to go short. And he's so sweet. Look at his face. Look, come here. Can I see your face? Yeah. Look at his so sweet face. Yes, you do. Okay, here we go. About to get busy here. So much going on. I had to clarify that. And then, I started at PetSmart. So the last thing I'm going to do is bash anybody. I could bash every groomer out there if I wanted to, but it's not worth it to me. Because karma's going to come back. I'm just focused on my world. My world and doing the best I can for these little animals. If you don't like it, man, move on. No one told you to watch the video, right? Okay, let me get the dog upstand. I think you're going to be a sitter. Oh, I sold it. I sold my dog upstand. Oh my gosh, I sold my dog upstand the other day to a lady who really, really, really wanted one. So now I'm without. Let me go. I have a very old one. I'll be right back. Elizabeth, I know you're watching this. Miss Elizabeth has my dog upstand. In Arizona. Thanks for that big order, woman. You're freaking amazing. This lady ordered everything. And she is a 70-year-old lady. And she's not a groomer. And she's like, I'm going to take care of my dog. She got 2 dogs. She's like, I'm going to do everything. She got the dog upstand. She got gallons of shampoo. I mean, she's like, I am taking care of my babies. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Okay, so this is one of my originals. Actually it does have the cuts in the top because we switched out the top here. This one does not bevel, but this original is for sale. If you want this, I have one, and give me a call, okay? Or email me below. There's only one. Okay, here we go. I'm going to use this. The original works fine. Okay, here we go. So we're going to do... I have a 40 already on my clipper. I'm going to start with that. That's a great way to not to, let me see here, that's a great way so that you don't lose time. Just start with what you have on your clippers. You got a 40 on there, start with the 40. Everywhere you need the 40, start with the 40. David, can I get an after before picture? I know you want to move around, buddy.
Ready?
Yeah, from the side is good over here. Great, thank you. Oh, we got tape in there. We got tape in your paw here, buddy. I know it's kind of stuck in there. Let me see. He's giving me that lick, like, stay back. I'm going to go into my 10 blade while I'm back here in the butt area. And he is a sitter, so I'm going to bring this down just a tad, get him back on there. And that's all you have to do. Sometimes they're not going to cooperate for you. You're going to have to kind of keep moving them on there, but it does save you time still. Tango, tango. You're okay, man. Okay, since they said, sure, I can do a 7 reverse, or I can do a 10 down. So I'm going to actually go with the 10 down, okay? I'm going to start, he's pretty short. You know, I use this tape thing, remember that? If you call, I'm going to call you out. I forgot who, I'm going to have to go look up your comment from like a year ago. You said, keep some tape next to you. So if you need some of this tape, let me know. I'm going to put it on the website. Man, what a lifesaver. I wish I'd have known that many, many years ago. Strong, strong tape. Just keep it up there. And if you have a hair stuck in your finger, it'll pull it right out usually. So 10 down, and it's looking great. So I'm going to come and do what I normally do, is just come up here. Start up here. Another reason why moving fast, if you can continue moving fast safely, you are, you know, so it's not even hot at all yet, but if you can move fast and you're not holding that blade close to the body, right, for very long at any one spot. And the way I hold my blade, I don't have the flat side on the body. I have this to the body, which is a huge difference. The best way to demo something is on yourself. If you haven't watched my other videos, you're gonna see, shave yourself. How does it feel? Let me make sure this is tight right here. It will be so refreshing if we do finish this groom and there's no aggression. It'll be so refreshing. Right, Sandra? Me and Sandra talked this morning, and we were talking about the types of dogs we do, and we're like, can I just get a good dog? So there are a few clients that do not have issues that have come to me, and that's a great thing, but I have to remind myself that I've built my business around grooming clients that have been turned away places. So that's why you're going to see in my business the type of dogs that we see most of, okay? That's why. Is it tough? Yes, it's tough. Everyone is tough. It doesn't get easier. It's just, you have to try to find a way to get it done. A lady asked a question. This is a great place for me to talk about it. if I'm worried about like a white dog, if I go too short, is the dog gonna burn? Okay, if I put this dog, a white dog, and it's got this tin blade all over it, outside in 104 degrees all day in the hot sun with no shade, yeah, we got a problem. And I don't think here in Texas, if it's that hot, that the dog should be outside all day. It needs to be in a cool environment or where there's lots of shade and maybe some cold concrete. If you put a dog like in the garage or in a shed, it's going to be like an oven. So it's really easy to figure this out. But people have. I remember someone told me he put his dog, pit bull, in the shed because he barked so much, so he didn't want to bother other neighbors and stuff. Excuse me. And he said, this was quotation, the dog was so dumb that he knocked over his own water bottle and he died. Okay, so if you put, no offense on judging that person, but if you, this is what, you know, like, I feel like you should know this, but I'm going to tell you. David, do you mind? I'm going to tell you that if you put an animal in a shed or a garage, it's going to be very, very, very hot in Texas. Even with a bowl of water, it's not enough. They're going to be sweating, just everything until that dog dies, okay? So if this dog was outside all day, yeah, this would not be my choice to leave this dog outside all day in the heat. Going on a walk, great, it'll be fine. Going on a 5-hour walk in the hot sun with no shade, that's different. You know? Just tell him he should be able to smell that gas leak driving down the road. He doesn't have to stop. I was on my way to work we were on our way to work this morning, and I could, major gas leak. You could smell it through the vehicle. I was like, oh my gosh, that's gas right there. And so we called it in. I was like, do you think other people have called it in? I don't know if they called it. Well, I'm going to call it in. I'll go ahead and call it in. Yeah, no one had called it in. If something's going on and you think someone else is going to take care of it, man, just be careful. They might not have taken care of it. Just call it in. Have your gas emergency, electricity emergency programmed in your phone. Go look it up now. That's just being a good citizen, I think. We can't save the world, but we can save, you know, what we can in our little world, right? We can try to reach out as much as we can. We are looking great here, man, and he is really sweet. He's about to be 5, he said. 5 years old. Okay, because we went really short, I'm going to get my floor guard and go reverse on the head. Could he smell it? Okay. I'm going to do 4 reverse here. Yeah, I think that's going to be perfect for what I'm trying to do here. Everything proportional. Remember, we're going to do this all over again after. In case he doesn't like the blow dryer, do get what you need to, but we're going to tidy up everything after, okay? Doesn't need to be perfect. Just get most of the hair off for the blow dry time to be low. You see here. See, he had no problem with shaping up these whiskers. So some of y'all out there that think that the whiskers are going to be detrimental, no problems here. Okay? And sometimes with those matted dogs, those whiskers, I'm not worried about whiskers on a severely matted dog. It's just not what I'm here to do. You need to get that dog taken care of, and whiskers are the least of our problems. Let me see here. Let me make sure we got a good sanitary. Check the armpits. Check your blade. Blade's good, but I'm gonna go ahead and change it out. Armpit's looking good there. Okay, can't hardly get that side. Let me come over this way, bring it back. You see, under your armpit? Yeah, just a little bit. Okay, then we're gonna have you stand up. Come here, stand up, up. There you go. Down the tummy here. All the way down where that, right there, where that dip goes. You could do that for your sanitary. I think I answered that a few ladies' questions on that. Down the legs here, that's a great place to kind of smooth that out. Yeah, are you kissing me? I actually love to do the Duke's ears. So let's do a 2 guard down. Right to left and straight down. Make sure the ear flap is down. Let's do one at a time. That way you guys can see. Get my 7-inch ear shear. Okay, well, we can't do that this way. Okay, here we go. Go that way. Yeah, there you go. And then we're going to come to the ear leather. Hold it in your fingertips so you don't nick the ear at all. Hold the leather in your fingertips. Okay, straight out like that. 7-inch shears. These are awesome. And I forgot, you know, like, dang, I hardly ever talk about those, but I use them on every ear, right? So Duke, before he had passed away, a couple years before he had passed away, he had actually gotten an ear infection. And I was working for a veterinarian as a groomer. And first we got the ear infection medicines. And I was doing the ear medicine like I should, and then I stopped early because they looked good, okay? And then the ear infection came back. And that's where I learned everything I know about ears, because I went through it myself. So this ear versus this ear. So I like the other ear better. And so because Duke had that ear infection, and if you guys have dogs that have ear infections, or you're a groomer and you're working with a dog that has an ear infection, recommend Duke's ears, because now, not that this dog has an ear infection, he doesn't, but the look of it, I think, is so cute, because now that the heaviness of the hair on the ears is gone, when he makes a move with energy and his emotion, like he was like, what's that? What's boo? Can you tell? If he makes some moves because of, you know, things I'm saying and doing, you're going to really see the character pop out, because there's no heaviness on the ear. That's my favorite part. But if you have a client that is going through an ear infection, the best way to kind of help out with the ear is to remove all that hair out of the way so the ear can breathe better. I tell clients to go while you're watching TV, go like this. And to me, I believe the hottest part of the body is on the ear. So if you have an ear infection, the humidity is still cooking with the hair on top, makes that ear infection even worse. So get a very short cut on the ears if you're going through an ear infection. The ear hair on the ears is going to take a lot longer to grow, but if you're going through an ear infection, that's the last of your worries, man. Get that out of there. And then if a doctor tells you, hey, finish all this stuff for the ears, is the solutions, the medicines and stuff, really do finish it, because I'm very serious about the ear flushing that I sell too. You can't just do it until it looks good. You have to fulfill the 30 days or whatever they tell you to do. Right? Super cute, isn't it? I just really like the ears like that. You guys can have all the ears which way you want. This is my favorite. Okay, we're going to the bath and we'll be back. So we just got a gift yesterday from my one of my top buyers, Yvonne, sent us this chamois, which is really, thanks Yvonne. She said it's definitely going to cut down my dry time. So I said, hey, let me know where you got them, because I'll carry them for you, right? So I'm going to look into that, and we demoed it just now. And so we dried him first with the sham, and then we're going to dry him with a towel. But honestly, the sham took off so much water that we're just going to be able to go straight to the blow dry with the shortcut. So thanks a lot, Yvonne. It worked out great. We love it. I am just curious to know, because you know, I'm going to have to try to get one. I'm really going to try to find one made in the USA. So anyways, thanks a lot, Yvonne. You're the best. I love your card. If you send me a gift, I will take care of you too. So I love gifts. Send them on in, and I'll throw it on my channel. And I'm a gift giver. So Christmas in April, man. All right, thanks a lot, Yvonne. Appreciate it. Okie dokie. So here we are. We're gonna do a quick cleanup everywhere on Tango, which I just think his name is so cute. That one does have feet on it. I guess we'll have to see if it has. Some of y'all were saying we should have feet. We do have feet. You can add it to your order. That new one I got, I just didn't get any feet in that process. But yeah, you can add the feet on there. It does help a little bit. Okay, and in grooming him and taking him down so we can look at his skin, there is a small area, like really deep into the hair, that I'm going to point out to the pet parent right here on the forearm. So let me get close so you guys maybe can see. It's way in there though, so it's not, let me see here if I can get this. It's way in there. Do you see that? It's almost like a sore in there, okay? And there's actually a sore right here too. So I'm actually going to ask, it's a sore. A burn would not look like this. A burn will be a line or a little dot. Okay, so this is a sore. It's round. You see it? And it's got some yellow stuff on it, you know? So we'll be able to see stuff, obviously, because the hair is short now. So I will let pet parent know. The first thing I'm going to ask is, what dog food is your pet on? That's the first thing I'm going to ask. All right. Let's get to moving. I'm glad he came in a little early because I got to do a little bit of chit-chatting on that video in the beginning. So right now I'm going to let him sit. I'm going to his back is good, you know. Just going to tidy up some of this stuff here. The unevenness. But if you do most of your work before the haircut, then you have to do very little after. It's awesome. Okay, now we're going to go up a little bit. I'm going to check everything below. Right here in that little nook, you can go a little bit reverse. Just watch your skin and watch what the dog's doing. If he sits down on your clippers, might not be a good situation for you. Okay, if he wants to sit, I'm going to do everything while he's sitting that I can, and then come back up with my dog up stand. Just even stuff up. We're looking great here. Stay there. Mark, give about 7 to 8 more minutes. You can have a seat or wait in the car, either or. I just don't want to get him excited. I can have David cash you out as well. We're almost done. You saw the pet kind of get excited. You saw mom or her dad's voice. So right there, I wanted to like say, oh, you know, I haven't even done the face yet. We don't want the dog too excited while I'm working on the face. I totally don't mind the pet parent being right there. I do want everyone to kind of be quiet though. Unless they're hands-on helping. That's a whole different story there, okay? You don't want to hurt the dog because the dog's excited seeing or hearing mom and dad. So just be real with the pet parent. It's not a game. This is using scissors. It's very serious. So just be real. Okay. Hold on. You're good to go. We're not done yet. No, we're not done yet. Do our leave-in conditioner here on the tail. A little bit on the head, on the ears, I mean. It's good. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, right there. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Let's see here. Here we go. So I have a small brush here because I had it in a to-go box that I emptied. I sell the small brushes and the large, but I use the large. The bigger the brush, the more ground you're going to cover. So if I have a small brush, just imagine the smaller the brush means I have to brush a longer time, or it's only going to do so much work. So if I have a larger brush, it'll cover more ground and I can be done brushing sooner. So I believe in the large bristle brush, but if you have a very small dog, the small brush will do just fine. But the brush and the comb go hand in hand. The comb doesn't lie, okay? If you've got a pretty thick dog, it's best to have both. And I have, between my regular metal, between the regular metal one and the aluminum one's a little lighter on your hand. So if you're a groomer, aluminum is going to do you better than the regular. But either or, I use them both intermittently. What I end up doing is selling the one I'm using. If I run low on stock, I'll ask someone here, that's shopping, do they want the one I'm using? And they're like, yeah, sure, it doesn't matter, right? Let's get this out of the way here. We'll still use that when we do the nails. Okay, here we go. Move all this forward here. Hey, can I come here? Come here, Tango. Come here. Come here. That's a good baby, yes. That's a good baby. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good baby, yeah. Just brush everything forward and then we're going to trim everything around. You're so pretty. Yes, you are. Kind of get everything out of the mouth here, because all it does is help rot those teeth, okay? So I'm going to get it out of the mouth. He's going to put it back in. I'm going to come back and trim it up a little bit. Let me see. Let me see. Hold that chin here. You got to hold something for some control. Could easily brush his eyeball, too. It's just the same as you can easily shave the eyeball out. Okay, let's do that. Look at your ears. I just love them. Yeah, I just love your ears. I just love the ears. Okay. This is where you can come back and just check and make sure. Did you get all the knots out? Oh yeah, look at good. Check everything if we had left it longer. I'm going to come back through and do my toenails. I'm going to use this assist. Let me take a look here. Not a lot to take off on the back one, so just be aware. Just because there's nails doesn't mean they have to be half off. Shh, shh. Let me see here. Get these dew claws. Make sure you get them. He's got to watch that look there. You can say it out loud. What do you mean? What are you thinking, David?
Next appointment.
Oh, okay. 2 or 3 months is up to you, Mark.
You think you'll be that long?
Then stretch it to 3 months.
Oh, 3 months. That's a long
I
time.
was thinking monthly.
Monthly? It's totally up to you. If you do monthly, then do you bathe him at home?
Yeah.
So then if you do monthly, we could do an a la carte, just a touch-up every month. But I think you're going to find that it's going to maybe just do the face every month if you want to do that. We can schedule that, and then you can come in for that appointment, or give me that 24-hour notice to cancel, and if you don't need it.
All right.
But you could do nails, face,
What we'll do,
sanitary.
Let's set it for. Yeah. Let's set it for 5 weeks.
Okay, you got it. David, can you help him with that?
May 3rd.
Did you say May 3rd?
I think it's May 3rd.
Might be a tough situation. I think we have some off time there. Just help him with the doesn't have to be exact, David. But May 3rd is May 4th is my birthday.
It didn't have to be a Thursday. I'm sorry. When's your birthday?
The 4th. When's his birthday?
Mine's January 3rd.
When's happy birthday? When's your dog's birthday in May? I think you said, right?
May 17th. I think.
May 17th.
I'm not sure on that, so I have to look it up. My wife. April 5th. Oh, yeah. Let's see. We need help back here.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Okay. Could you do
No, I gotta be a Thursday.
Do the Thursday before that then. We're out of town, Mark, for like 2 weeks that time period.
Okay.
So it may be you need to go 1 week after or 1 week before.
Well, let's go 1 week after that. And if I needed just a sanitary cut, I'll bring them in.
Yeah, true. And sanitary cuts, if we're not doing a bath, it's just a very few minutes. So with the face sanitary and toenail trim, something like that, you can kind of call it in, and if we're around. Just keep in mind we're also mobile, so
Right.
last minute kind of doesn't always work.
Yeah, I want to talk to you about that because I live in a huge building, and and there's I think there's a lot of dogs in the building.
Mm-hmm.
I think a mobile unit if we
Do you have an office that you can kind of let them call me?
yeah.
Yeah, give them my number, have them call me.
Okay.
And see if we can do some kind of mass something or another. Ear hair is looking real good in the ear, so there's not a lot to pull out, but some of the shaggy stuff, I'm going to kind of get that out of the way. Hold on, sweetie. I know he's not liking this. Be right there, buddy. Stay there. Stay there. Stay there. No. Hold on, buddy. I actually have the video going, so if you give me a couple minutes, I'll be right there.
Oh, I don't need anything. I just want to say hi.
Oh, really?
Bye.
Oh, no. Give me a hug, too, then. Come closer.
What are you up to?
Grooming this guy. What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing,
I
son?
thought my landlord wanted to talk to me. So you're on video right now.
Oh,
But my landlord, he actually owns a business behind me. And what business is it behind me?
the
route
377 go-kart tracks.
Yes.
Says.
Yeah, come see him and tell him you saw him on video, all right? Bye, buddy. Thanks for dropping in.
All right.
I thought you were going to lecture me about something, man. All right, here we go. I was like, don't do it on camera. All right, here we go. Let's check the ears again, okay? Because I know you're looking around. I know you don't like it, man. He is not liking that, is he? Oh, David probably did the ears already. Maybe that's what the deal is. Yeah, look at this is what's going on. Okay, so if you guys bought that ear pad, put it right here. Just right there. That's how you store it, okay? Okay, let's get this front of the face done here. Get an after picture and we're good. I know, right? Who did it? Who did it? Hi, who did it? Isn't Tangle just the cutest name? Hey, who did it? You wanna look over there for me? Got this arm in my way here. You want that ear hair out of the, or ear facial hair out of the mouth. It's all wet, you can tell. Just get it out of there. That'll save the teeth in the long run, or help to save the teeth. And he's got this serious underbite. Let me see. Let me see. Let me get that hair under there. I'm gonna lick it back in there. Okay, stay there. Get all that out of there. I know, right? Watch the tongue. Watch your tongue, man. Don't. Let me see. Let me see. I know, man. I know. Let me see over here. Who did that? Who did it? Let me see over here. Good, baby. Who did that, man? Yeah, I don't know who did it. No, me either. I didn't do it, though, okay? I didn't do it. Not me. Let me see. Let me get it up here. Sorry, I rarely have, shouldn't even have my mask down like that. Kind of flip it out and get that hair out of the way rather than into the eyes. One of my pet peeves is like hair in the eyes. I hate that. Some of these whiskers I'm going to leave alone, but some of them got trimmed earlier. Not a big deal. Yeah, open up that face. It's so pretty. This one's kind of wild though here. Did you notice anything? No. I know, right? Let's get all that stuff out of the way. Oh, he's let me just do what I need to do. It's been longer than 6 minutes, I think. You gonna move it? Yeah, I know Daddy's waiting for you. Yes, he is. Daddy's waiting for you. Yeah, you're such a good baby. You did so good. I'm gonna double check. I just brushed out the tail, but it seems kind of like not too bad. Yeah, just a tad here on the tail, I suppose, right? Stand up for me, sweetie. Just make sure, no, stand up. I don't want to hold him up with his tail. I do want him to stand up for me while I trim here, though. Stand up. Good, baby. No, stand up. All right, so let's see what we got going on here. We're doing our Island Breeze. Just a couple of that. We're going to do an after picture. Which I don't think I have my cell phone for some reason over here. Okay. And we are good to go. What do y'all think? He's so cute, huh? Yeah, he's so cute.
Oh, you look so handsome.
You can tell?
Oh, yeah. Hello, little boy. How are you?
Do you like his haircut?
Oh, yeah.
You're on video. Say hi.
There you are. Come here.
He's
Get
like,
up here.
Hey, do you like it, Dad?
Oh, yeah, he's good. That's nice and short.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Whoop, whoop. All right, y'all. So Dad was really happy with the haircut, and he actually clarified because I told him about that sore, and he said, oh, yeah. He goes, it was a scab. We don't know why it was on the dog, but it was a scab, and now it's not. It's just a sore. They've been putting Neosporin on it. And I said, I'm not a veterinarian, but I'm like, that's good. I would put Neosporin on a cut of mine, so same thing. I'm cool with that. I said, why don't you go ahead and add a little bit to that one area on his forearm, kind of watch it. And then we talked about dog food, like I told y'all. He has been feeding the dog some kind of supplement for itchiness, and I said, let's go back to the itchiness. And so he's on a very sensitive stomach science diet food, which if you're on like a UD, ID, XD, things like that with science diet from your veterinarian, usually you can't really maneuver away from that. There's a reason you're on that, right? The pet's on that. So I told him it may not be that we need to move him off of that, but what else? Like, so then I said, well, that's the food. Now, what treats are you using? And he said, oh, at the end of every meal, we kind of give him some food and a little bit of meat. And then I said, well, then what meat are you giving? Oh, it just depends on what we're eating. We'll probably give him some pork, and then the next night it'll be chicken, and the next night it'll be beef, and all these different dynamics to what the dog's eating that could cause sores. So now you got to do a diary and figure out what treat, so it's just a big thing, right? So the sores are from either the environment, this is my opinion, environment, or something the dog is consuming. And so I said, why don't you do this? Cut out all your treats and stuff and go down to, let's just say, pick one, carrots, right? Very rarely do I see, which is not impossible, but very rarely do I see, excuse me, carrot allergies, right, with a dog. Very rarely. Can it happen? Yeah, of course. But bring everything down. If you still want to do the treats at dinner time, put treats on your plate. He gets the carrots, and do that for 30 days or so, and maybe change it up with broccoli to carrots or what, just kind of play with it, but just vegetables instead of the meat, and let's see if those sores start to kind of disappear. And that's my opinion. So that's what hopefully that's what they do, and if so, then that's probably where we'll be at, right? All right, thanks for watching Dee Dee Crow with My Favorite Groomer on YouTube. Those of you that are so loyal, thousands of you are so loyal, watching our videos every night, going to bed, or every morning when you wake up before work. I get your emails, I get your messages, I listen to you, and I pay attention to what you need and what you want. Thank you. Thanks for shopping with me. Some of you guys have donated some money for the military and the rescue side of grooming, so wow, you guys are amazing. That will go a long way for those free grooms that we do and when they come in. So I appreciate you all. Thanks for your support. Check us out down below. Go to myfavoritegroomer.com/shop for your tools, your grooming tools, and anything you need. If you don't see it on there, please email me. Like table arms, that's not on there, but I sell them. It just depends on where you live, because shipping on that platform is just wild. Shipping, if it's wild, I'm not going to profit off your shipping. So I go back and have refunded many of you when it comes through. When you do with cheap programs, that's what you get. You get very limited ability to detail the type of shipping that goes out there. So every item is 1 pound, which is not accurate, and that's the best it can do on that Wix site. So unfortunately, that's a tedious task of me, but I do honor you guys for putting in your orders. Man, I had this one guy order some leads, and I emailed that person back, not a guy, maybe it was a woman, but emailed him back right away. I was like, oh my gosh, it was $30-something on the shipping. You must be crazy. Maybe even 50. I was like, oh, I can't believe they placed the order. But heck no, man, I'm giving some of that money, most of that money back. So thank you so much for your orders. I'm going to take care of you, and that's the difference between a very small business capturing your orders and a very large business that does have a better shipping program, but there's less personal service, right? So thanks a lot. Appreciate y'all. Love you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.